So A is 1. Holly, what is my B? 4. Very good. And what is my C, Derek?
-12.
Very good. Okay, what's the first thing that I kept finding last night after this on my video, Alan? The X and Y, the vertex, the vertex. And what is the vertex, Tyler, in your own words?
Would that be where it hits the x-axis and turns up?
Sometimes. What's another word? It's where, would you say, Nick?
It's like the lowest or the highest.
Very good. It's like the valley point or the heel point, isn't it? Because it's either going to be like this, or it's going to be like that, isn't it? Okay. Now, I have a question for you. How can we predict before we even work the problem if it's going to be pointing upward or downward? Think for just a second. Go ahead, Jack. What is it going to have, buddy? If it has a negative in front of the problem, yes. A negative what value? A value. If this A is negative, it's going to be pointing downward. If the A is positive, it's going to be pointing what? Upward. Come on. What is it going to be doing? Upward. Thank you. All right, so here we go. Everybody, what is my vertex formula from last night? Negative B over. Does that negative sign, does that negative sign really mean negative? What's another meaning for it in this sense? Opposite. Very good. It means opposite. So my B value is 4. So what will I plug in here? -4. Very good. So I get -4 over 2. What's -4 divided by 2, class? Very good. Now, how do I find my Y value, Miss Wilson? Quadratic? Yes, that's correct. You're going to plug that into the quadratic. Okay, so I'm going to put f of -2. Okay, so -2 is 4. 4 times -2 is -8 minus 12 gives me -16. So my vertex, remember when you write your vertex, you're going to write it as an ordered what? Pair. Very good. So -2, -16. Alright, so we found our first thing. That's the vertex. And since the A value is positive, it's going to be pointing what? Upward. Very good. Alright, now, how do I find my x-intercepts? Fong, how do I find my x-intercepts, hon? Plug 0 in for y. Very good. Let's come back to x-intercept. Y-intercepts very easy. Your y-intercepts are always your what? What's your what? C value. Always your y value, C value. So what's my C value over here? So that's going to be y equals -12. That's going to be your y-intercept. Alright, now, I always say the x-intercept for last. And this is the reason why, because x-intercepts involves factoring, don't it? Alright, so I used the original equation for all these parts right here. But when you get to this part, that's when you can factor it, okay? So let's look here. So I got x squared plus 4x minus 12. Okay, can I factor x squared plus 4x minus 12? Yes. What's the factors, everybody? Come on. 1, 2, 3. What is it? 6 and what? Very good. So that means x equals -6 and x equals 2. Alright, and what's another name for x-intercepts, everybody? What's another one? Very good. Alright, now, do we understand up to that point? I need a hand signal. Good. Okay, thank you. Alright, now, I'm sorry about these little graphs. They are not my favorite, but we've got to make this work. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to grab my vertex first. -2, 16. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now, your assignment, you're going to have to do this on graph paper, so I hope you remember graph paper. If not, there's some in the Student Resource Center over there. Alright, now, my y-intercept is -12, so I'm going to graph that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What did I say in the video last night? This one's not going to have a friend, is it? The vertex is going to be 1 point. But would this one have a friend? Yes, and you're going to use the axis of symmetry. Now, you don't have to draw the axis of symmetry in every time, but I'm going to draw it in so you can just see what's going on here. How far is this point from the axis of symmetry? 2, so it's going to be 2 on the other side. So I'm going to put a friend there. Okay, now my x-intercept's -6. The first one's -6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I got 2. Well, does this one have a friend over here? So do you have to find another one? No. So you're going to graph it. And that's your answer. Okay. So that was from last night. We're about to do a complete different one. And I saved this one for a particular reason. Alright. Oh, domain. What's our domain? All real numbers. Negative infinity to positive infinity. What's my range? Very good. Alright, number 4. Melanie, what's my A on number 4? Not Melanie. Madison, what's my A? Sorry. 2, very good. So I'm going to put A equals 2. Parker, what's my B? Thank you. Alright, Holly, what's my C? Very good. What is my vertex formula? Mr. Sims, what's my vertex formula? Negative B over 2A. Very good. Alright, now, I have 5. I want negative B. So that's be negative 5 over 2 times 2. That gives me negative 5/4. I was mean on that one, wasn't I? Alright, let's plug that in. You know what? I'm going to save that one. I want to do this other one because this is the one I wanted to do right here. Let's save that one. We're going to come back to that one. Let's do this one right here. And there's a reason not this one right here. Leave it open. Alright. I did not know we were about to get a fraction on that one. I would not do that to you because that's going to be like, that's going to be messy. That was about to be messy on that one. Alright. Let's take our time on this one, then we're going to practice some, okay? You can, yes, you can write this one in that spot, or you can do it on graph paper. I'm good. I hope this one's, because that one can be factored. Okay. You can do it on graph paper, or you can do it on in that box. Just mark that one out. I would not give you something with 5/4. I know, sorry. Whew, that was about to be a rough one. I was about to persevere through it, but we're going to go to this one. Alright, let's look at this one. Alright, so what's my A here, guys? What's my B? And my C is very good. Okay. Alright, what's my vertex formula, everybody? Negative B over 2A. You just got to know that, okay? And that's one of those formulas like Pythagorean theorem. You know that by heart. You just got to know this one by heart till you graduate college, okay? Alright, x equals negative B over 2A. So, opposite of B is 12. My A is 3. So I got 2. Now, how do I find my Y value? Ms. Cosby, how do I find it? Yes, I'm going to do f of 2. F of 2. F of 2 equals 3x squared minus 12x plus 6. I'm sorry. Here, come on in your way, buddy. You just tell me. I don't find that rude. All right. Did everybody get -6? Do that kind of fast. So if you didn't get that, say, Miss, I think you made a mistake. It's okay. And while you're catching up on that, I'm grading your test this weekend, so that you're going to get them back Monday. So I just took last night off, and I'll probably take tonight off. But like Saturday is my grading ritual. Like I sit there and put 2 movies in, I just grade. So just wait. It's going to come about Monday. You're going to see them, okay? But your tree quiz is in there. Your homework grade would be put in there. But I'm going to grade your homework for correctness this weekend as well. So just give me to the weekend. Alright, so your vertex is 2, -6. Did you get -6, Jack? Does everybody agree with -6? Okay. Now, after we find the vertex, what's the easiest thing to find next? Y-intercept. What's your y-intercept? 6. Okay, now, x-intercept. X-intercept. We're going to, first of all, plug 0 in for y. Okay? Can that be factored? So sometimes if it can't be factored, guys, this is the part where you try to factor it. If it can't be factored, we're forced to use the what? Well, let's use the quadratic formula. That's another one you cannot forget. How many points did I say on the video has to be the minimum points you can have on it? 3. Okay. So opposite of b, that's going to be positive 12. Oh. Should get his life together right here. Alright, so that's going to be 144. -4 times 3 is -12 times 6, 72. Alright, Miss Trish got to wake up. Okay. What's 144 minus 72? What is it? 72. And then I can break 72 down to Does 16 go in that? No. 36, yes. But you know how to break that down. And what can I take out of all 3 of those? So you're left with 2 plus or minus square root of 2. Now you said, Mr. Chester, how do I graph the x-intercept on that? Well, guys, it's going to be a decimal. You have to approximate. So what I would do on this, take my calculator and say 2 plus the square root of 2 for graphing purposes. This is the only time I let you do this. 3.4 and then 2 minus square root of 2, 0.6. So 3.4 and 0.6 is what you would graph, okay? On the what axis? X or Y? X, because these are the x-intercepts.
3.4 approximately, basically?
Yes. Because most time, I just like it like that, don't I? But if you got to graph it, you got to put it in a decimal, don't you?
Okay.
I try, because I'm writing big on this, but I try to do 2 per page. Alright, so my vertex will be 2, -6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y-intercept is 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My x-intercept is 3.4, and then 0.6. So you just estimate. So I got 1, 2, 3. This one's not going to have a buddy. Is this one going to have a buddy? This one going to have a buddy? Yes, it's there, isn't it? Does this one need a buddy? Yes. So I'm going to look where my axis of symmetry is at. How far is it from the axis of symmetry? 2. So I'm going to come over here and put the dot right here. And that is my graph. How do we feel on these? Pretty good? Still, this was not the problem I thought it was about to be, because I got to show you one more thing before I let you practice some today. Yes? The y-intercept was plus 6. Huh? Oh, got you. Okay. Alright, we're going to go back to that ugly problem, but I just want you to watch this, okay? Now I know why I want to do that problem, I believe. Let me work it out. Let's do this right here. You see that problem? We're not doing all the parts. I just want us to find the x-intercept for just a second. No, it works too. Okay, I'm just going to make up a problem here. Let's see here. I got a question though. Let's say that was your function. And let's say you were finding the x-intercept. What would be the first thing that you know that you can easily factor out there that you don't want to work with? You don't like a -1 there, do you? So my first thing, if I ever ran into that problem, I would factor out that negative to see what I'm working with, okay? I'm just telling you that would make your life easy, because you're going to run into that in just a minute. Now, can I factor this now? It's got to multiply to give you 5, add to give you -2. Can you factor that? No, so I would use the quadratic formula on that part that's inside the parentheses. Does that make sense? But I will first factor that out to see what I'm working with. Does everybody understand that? Yes.
We had to program the quadratic formula into our calculator last year. Do you want us to use that?
No, you're going to work it out because it's good practice.
Alright.
Thank you.
Take AP.
Oh. Thank you. I'm going to put a stop to that. Thank you.
Well, Mr. Hazy.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Now I got a question. Okay, I'm just trying to come up with a problem. I'm going to ask you. Let's say you had this thing and it could not be factored. You had to use the quadratic formula. Let's say you used the quadratic formula, and under the radical you got a negative value. What does that mean? You got imaginary roots. Okay, so that means you got imaginary. Let's say I got square root of -16 on the radical. That means plus or minus 4 out on it. So what would that mean about your graph? That's what I'm trying to get you to think about. What is it? Very good. If you come out to a root, if you did the quadratic formula and you got imaginary roots, that means there's no x-intercepts. Okay? So you got to run into some of those in these problems I'm about to give you a couple. If that's the case, then you're just going to have how many points? 3. The vertex, the y-intercept, and its friend. You got me? So right now, what I want you to do in your group, you can work together. I want you to do 3, 4, and 5 on page 27. Just practice. 3, 4, and 5, and then we're going to talk about those, okay? You have to do that on graph paper. 3, 4, and 5. We save our check form for later.
Yeah, I was letting them know what we use. I was like, how does it not have x-intercepts? I was like, oh, it's start.
Yeah, there's graph paper down there if you need some. Get you some for your homework too now. You got 2 of these for homework. These are not your homework. These are problems we're going to discuss in a minute. you just go?
No, sir.
Will you marry this guy?
Yes, sir. I think it's cool. Yeah, because I had
You can work together. If you get somewhere and get stuck, ask your group.
Yeah, the count test is like stupidly timed, so they just help us with programs. I think the overall's on it.
When Come on, let's go. What you need? We're on time. We'll give you 6 more minutes. Yes, please do domain range. I would do that when I got to the x-intercept part. Great question. On number 2, let's take number 4. You got f of x equals negative 2x squared plus 16x minus 30. I would keep it like it is through the vertex, through the y-intercept, but when you get to the x-intercept, that's when you can take the what out? Negative 2. Do you see that? So hold that to the very end. That's why you do the x-intercept last. Because if you took that negative 2 out and put the vertex negative 15, it's wrong. The the y-intercept is negative 30. That's why you keep it intact to that very end. That's why you find your x-intercept at last. That's that. I think it's like it was about negative 20, okay? Okay, let's take a moment, stop. Let's see how we're doing. Number 3, what did you get as the vertex, guys? Negative 4, negative 4. Y-intercept? 12. And your 2x intercepts? Very good, okay? Now continue working. Should be about to be somewhere on number 4 working. On number 4.
Just gonna grab number 3.
Okay.